It had been 6 months since the explosion that nearly took Detective Raymond Cole's life. The city had moved on, newspapers replaced the Raven story with fresher crimes, and the department quietly closed the file. But Cole hadn't moved on. He woke up every night drenched in sweat, haunted by the sight of his former partner Jacob Miles standing in the fire, smiling. The doctors called it trauma. He called it unfinished business. He quit the force a month later. The badge that once defined him now felt like a chain. He spent his nights replaying the footage, zooming in on the black feathers left at each scene. Then one night, a new crime broke the silence. A high-security data breach at a government lab. The thief left no trace, except for a single black feather taped to the server. Cole's heart stopped. The Raven was alive. The news said it was the work of a hacker collective. Cole knew better. He returned to the one place he swore he'd never go, the old docks. Now condemned, amid the rust and decay, he found something strange. Fresh footprints, cigarette butts, and a small metallic coin engraved with the letter R. Jacob was mocking him again. But this time, Cole wasn't just a detective. He was a man with nothing to lose. He turned his apartment into a war room. Maps, photos, red strings connecting every unsolved case from the last 6 months. Each one had the same pattern: high-level corruption, covered-up investigations, and powerful people losing millions. The Raven wasn't just stealing. He was exposing the system. Cole realized Jacob wasn't destroying him. He was trying to send a message. But if that was true, why target him? Then came a knock on the door. It was Amelia, Jacob's wife. Her face was pale, her hands shaking. "He came to me," she whispered, "last week. He's not the same, Ray. He says he's building something that will bring down everyone who lied to him." Cole listened in silence as she handed him a flash drive. "He told me if you ever found this, it means he's ready." Cole plugged it in. The screen flickered. Encrypted files, blueprints, and a single video. Jacob appeared on screen, his face half hidden in shadow. "You were right to chase me, Ray, but you were wrong about the system. I didn't become the Raven to destroy it. I became him to expose it. There's a list of names. Men who made us kill for their profit, then buried the truth under badges and lies. You'll find them in the data. Decide what to do with it. But know this, once you open Pandora's box, there's no going back." The video ended. Cole stared at the list. Senators, judges, police chiefs, names that could collapse the city's entire power structure. His hands trembled. For the first time, he understood Jacob's war, but justice and revenge often looked the same in the dark. That night, Cole took his old gun, his badge, and drove into the city one last time. He wasn't sure if he was there to arrest Jacob or join him. At 3:02 a.m., he reached an abandoned skyscraper under construction. Inside, blue monitors glowed in the dark. The Raven was there, standing by the window, overlooking the sleeping city. "You found me," Jacob said without turning. "You wanted me too. You shouldn't have come," Jacob replied, his voice calm. "They're coming for me. For us. You have no idea how deep this goes." "Then let's end it," Cole said, raising his gun. Jacob smiled faintly. "Always a cop." Before Cole could respond, a red laser dot appeared on Jacob's chest. A sniper's shot rang out. Glass shattered. Jacob fell. Cole ducked behind a pillar, returning fire blindly into the dark. By the time the shooting stopped, the room was filled with silence and smoke. He crawled toward Jacob, who was bleeding but alive. "They knew," Jacob whispered. "The files, burn them." "No," Cole said. "You wanted the truth. I'll finish it." Jacob smiled weakly. "Then you're more of a Raven than I ever was." He pressed a small feather into Cole's hand. Then his eyes went still. Sirens approached from the distance. Cole stood, covered in blood, staring out the broken window. The monitors behind him began uploading the files automatically to hundreds of servers. By dawn, the entire city would know the truth. Corruption, murders, lies. The world would see what they'd been hiding. But as the morning light broke, the headlines didn't read "Detective Exposes Corruption." They read "Disgraced ex-cop leaks classified data, linked to wanted criminal the Raven." Cole had become the enemy. The city he once protected now hunted him. And somewhere in the chaos, as news screens flashed his face, a single black feather drifted down from a rooftop, proof that the Raven never truly dies.